Today I'm going to show you how to make this dish right here. This is scallops with herb brown butter. So these are the things that you do need. Don't worry, I'm about to go over everything with you. So the start of the show is going to be the sea scallops. For this recipe, you need a ½ pound of jumbo sea scallops. Next thing you need is going to be a variety of herbs and spices because we are going to make a herb butter. Here I have my herb blend. I'm going to link the video showing you how I did that. Garlic powder, zazoon, Old Bay, and Creole seasonings. I also have cracked black pepper, and then I do have a stem of rosemary that I'm going to put at the end just to garnish it off. The first thing you want to do before you season your scallops is you want to make sure they are dry. If you see any mussels, go ahead and pull them off. You want to start by cracking the black pepper on top of the scallops. The next thing you want to do is take that herb blend and you want to make sure all the herbs are mixed in well together before you distribute it onto the seafood. If you do not want to put all the seasonings in a bowl and mix them together, you are more than welcome to do it separately. It is up to you. Right here, you see me distributing the seasonings onto the scallops. You want to flip them over and do the exact same thing to the other side before you start to mix it together. After you get a good amount of the seasonings onto the seafood, you want to start to rub them all together. Just make sure you get an even coat. And again, take your time. Please do not rush. You should not be rushing at all when you're cooking any meal, even if it's seafood. It don't matter what it is. Just take your time when you season your food. So it does not have to be perfect. After you get done tossing the scallops and the seasonings, it should look just like this. So now we are done prepping the seafood, and now you're going to get yourself a saute pan. You want to put it on medium-high heat, and then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil of your choice. So your pan must be really hot. After you put the oil in, you're going to position the scallops into the pan. We are going to create a crust on one side. So you just want to make sure they are not touching. So the key to creating a crust is to not bother the scallops for at least 2 to 3 minutes. Then you're going to flip them and you're going to cook them again for another 2 to 3 minutes. Next, we are going to remove the scallops from the pan and we are going to create the herbed brown butter. You do not want to rinse the pan out. The only thing you need to be doing is removing the scallops. So now we're going to add about 4 tablespoons of butter. You want to use unsalted butter. Make sure you turn the heat down to medium. After you put the butter in the pan, you're going to break it up and you're going to melt it down. Now we are going to take 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and we are going to add that to the same pan. You want to keep stirring the butter so we can turn it to that brown color. It is going to be a little bit deeper than this. After that, you're going to drop that stem of rosemary into the butter. Next, you are going to add the scallops back to the pan. When you add the scallops back to the pan, you want to make sure that the crusted side is pointing up. That is what you want to see. Then you want to take the excess juices and you want to mix that in with the butter. All the scallops are back in the pan. The next thing we are going to do is a technique called butter baste. So this means that you are going to take the butter that is in the pan and you are going to baste the scallops. So the way that you do this is you take the pan, you tilt it toward you, and you create a pool. From that pool, you distribute that butter onto all of the scallops. You keep doing it until everything is distributed like I just did. And after that, your meal is completely done. You've just created some scallops with herb brown butter. Let me know how y'all like this recipe, and I'll see you in my next video.